You know what's funny is right now I'm pretty sure Readout's the guy late at night chasing all the ghost hunters out of the battlefield with a pitchfork. Get out of here, you rotten
I'm
kids!
trying to sleep. You keep waking me
I
up.
don't do that. I don't do that. I chase him off the battlefield with a bayonet.
You chase him off the battlefield with a shotgun, you fool. That way you never come back.
Bye.
No. Read out. You're a Yankee, so you chased them out with
I fixed bayonets with the 42 Springfield.
Unsweetened tea.
Unsweetened tea.
What?
You chase them out, there are no ghosts, and if there are, you better respect them in history.
I'm just saying, a town does not need 18 registered entities to give a ghost tour, okay?
Yeah. Fu Man Blue's got a point. Apparently being racist is the in thing now, as all the people I listen to and respect are lauded as racist. And it's weird. Those are the people that are against things like segregation. The people who say they're hip and happening and woke, and they're like, no, we need equality and all that. They want to segregate everybody.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's you're sitting there like, oh no, we can't see people for ethnicity. Now let's sort you all out by skin tone.
Oh,
got my melanin counter. Let's do this. I mean, why do they do this crap?
Oh, what's the? I saw some video with a black conservative pastor something. I forget his name. He's pretty popular on YouTube. I think he tours around. He has books and stuff. But he was debating this white liberal woman about Obama and like, is Obama black? And he has a white father and a black mother or something like that, or other way around. I can't remember. He's biracial, but the woman says no, he's black. And he had to explain the origins of this reasoning of why they're not biracial. You considered a black person if you have a white parent and a black parent. It's because if you date it back to slavery, blacks weren't allowed to own lands at the time. So if like slave owner was white and had a child through black slave or something like that, or it's just a means to label this kid improperly, like allowed to inherit any land because he's black. And that it's a very democratic thing to say, actually. Like this is it's a racist democratic thing to think.
Scratch that guilty gearhead. Trippy is the ginger soulless Ryan Kennel.
Like a ace in the hole. I gotta pull that video up and watch it again.
It is like you're waking up from a 1984 novel, isn't it, Fu Man Blue?
Old white Democratic women are the most racist ever. Nancy Pelosi, better believe she's racist.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, don't you love how when they all did that, they all bent the knee in solidarity, and they wore the what was it, a sash or that scarf thing that represented an African tribe, and it turns out it was one of the tribes that enslaved the other black people to sell them into slavery.
Yeah, they don't know.
But there are multiple tribes like that in history in Africa. Yeah. If you go deep enough.
But it's the fact that they were saying, "Oh yeah, we're doing this against all the prejudice," and then they use the symbol from a tribe that actually was. It's just
Read out. Did you ever watch that video I sent you on the fucking slave trade?
No, I sadly have not.
Where he was going through and he's like, all right, let's actually talk about the slave trade and all the different nations in Africa at the time.
I never understood how people can make their whole identity based off of a skin tone when skin tone really just comes down to the fact that for most of human history, individuals were locked really into one geographic place. So over many years, the human body just adapted to your exposure to the elements.
Yeah, it's epigenetics.
The closer you get to the equator, the hotter it gets, the more directly you're exposed to the sunlight. The farther you get to the north, the less it is.
Exactly. That's why I'm convinced if you take a tribe of people from Africa and transplant them into Siberia and then keep them isolated, and then you come back a couple thousand years later to check on their descendants, they're going to look just like Russians.
They get blacker.
Yeah, they'll probably look like Russians. That's my theory. But that all happens on the epigenetic. There's the genetics, which are all your
There's a
genes,
lot more
obviously.
to it as well.
The epigenetics is they turn on and turn off
scientist.
different genes depending on external stimuli. So over generations, you're going to adapt to the environment.
Scratch that, guilty. Frequency is the Ryan Kennel of this show.
How so?
No, I tend to get the most angry. So
You're talking about facts and logic, too much.
Did I do it again?
Yeah,
That's racist. Milk is racist too. I saw you drinking milk before the show.
Milk is good.
And you were doing an okay symbol. Y'all remember
you know
that?
what? At least he's not sucking blue milk from an alien titty.
This is true.
Maji, don't ever fucking bring up The Last Jedi again. Also, it was green, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was green.
It was chartreuse.
There was like some type of fucking... Yeah, I don't want to think about Last Jedi, okay? Just saying.
Brewman Blue asks, you folks ever hear about what our governor here in Arkansas said in a press conference? Done with the woke shit. She breaks it down and calls it all out.
I know
Really?
what he's
That's
talking about.
awesome.
I saw this in Forbes today. So what they did was they pretty much made it illegal to use woke terms in the state government legislature. So instead of pregnant persons, they got rid of it because you're not a pregnant person. You're a freaking pregnant woman.
I found that to be like too authoritarian, to be honest with you.
They always repeal it later. Just
I know, but I'm just like, I mean, I get it. I mean, all the terms they use are fucking retarded. But I don't really like that the government.
Blubbery sea cow cockroach.
This
I think Alan just made my favorite comment of the evening.
People's freedom of speech.
Yeah, exactly. It's a slippery slope. It's a double-edged sword. Like, you want to try to control the situation, but that means you have to control freedom of speech. So, it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and supposedly that kind of control lever is not supposed to be an option.
But here's the thing. I don't want to be called a birthing person. I just want to be called a freaking woman.
I get
Maji,
that,
I don't want to be called a soulless ginger. I got to deal with Billy. You think I'm ever going to get called a soulless ginger? I'm always going to get called a soulless ginger.
But listen, Maji,
we don't even know if you're actually a ginger.
I don't like it.
The government telling you limiting free speech, putting a law, whatever the fuck it is. I just don't, as principle.
Yeah.
Also, Tim Allen says, but is it an athletic alien titty?
Trippy, hold on. Are you serious? Are you actually a ginger?
I
said that as a joke one night. I didn't know you actually were.
I plead the fifth.
Not watched the ginger episode in South Park.
Five Alive.
Didn't resemble Trippy.
And that's how the CCP agents found him and took him out.
I'm just wearing a mask and a cloak for reasons. I got reasons to do things. Just saying.
Trippy said, why did I have to be born a ginger male?